These 5 freestyle wrestling moves score big every single time. To get a quick 4 points today, I'm joined with Crosby, you guys already know. Got the class shoes on the feet. These ones are coming out on Sunday, so make sure if you guys want them, there's only 100 made, so they're probably gonna go pretty quick. Move number 1 is the standing double leg. Basically on this one, what I like to do, there's a couple tricks actually that if you do it the opposite way, you could get knocked out. I'll actually show you a little thing what happened in one of my matches. So on my standing double leg, of course I need to get in maybe a little setup, whether I want to get a fake, just get it moving. I get onto my double leg. Now instead of here and just sticking on my knees, maybe locking under the butt, which is great, I can actually step up. You guys know cutting the corner, step up. And as I step up, I just start driving up into him and lifting him up. So I want his weight like coming more over my back. And that makes it super easy where I can like just stand up. So I go in on my double leg, he's leaning back, step up, go into my standing double leg. Crosby's pretty big here, but if you guys have good form, you can lift him up. Now when you throw, I don't want to throw towards my head, because when I throw towards my head, if you cartwheel on your head, that's an easy way to get knocked out. So I want to go and keep driving him over. So I'm resting him, go to the double leg, stand up, and I'm driving over. You can hold on, maybe if you lock under your wrist, that's one thing you can do. But one little trick is actually to do this out of bounds. So then basically all the action, you score your points, then you can get back in the middle. So once again, let's say I'm wrestling Crosby, I get into my double leg, I lift him up, I look for the out of bounds line. I sometimes don't want to do in the middle. Let's say this is the out of bounds line. I'm running and I'm rolling and I'm rolling. And that's 4 points from the standing double leg. Once again, go away from your head, keep driving, not towards your head, because you don't want to get knocked out. Move number 2 is the Fireman's carry. I've been hitting this my whole life, and especially in freestyle, it's a perfect way to score 4 points. And not only can do it from the regular Fireman's, but you got that outside dump as well. So key number 1, I want inside tie. You guys know Austin DeSanto, also amazing with his Fireman's. The key is to grip kind of right behind his armpit and tricep area, and I'm kind of like curling it in with my hand. So as I reach, I curl it in, I make sure this is super tight. I can kind of pressure in, I wait till he pressures back. Once he pressures back, I'm just gonna drop my levels and kind of turn 90 degrees. So I press in, he pressed back, drop to 90 degrees, and I'm pulling this forward, and I don't wanna go backwards, I don't wanna go too much forwards, because I wanna get his back exposed. You can actually sit here on your ankles and come up. So once you're here, sit on your ankles, you can pop up, and then you're just gonna roll him over the top. So I'm here, wrap around right above his knee and his hip, pop up and throw. And then you can get 4 points. Maybe you can get the fall there as well. Once again, if we're going fast, inside tie, pressure in, he pressures back, drop, up, and we're throwing him. The reason, especially like in freestyle, I just like to like explode here just because that means it just feels like I have more explosive power. You could also just like dump him, maybe straight forward. You can try that out here. Inside tie, pressure in, he pressures back, dump, and I can dip my head. You'll probably get the still 4 points there as well. But because it's freestyle, maybe you guys want to clip somebody, get up, maybe throw, come to your feet. But that's from the Fireman's. Now going to the outside. So instead of going to this inside, kind of that near leg, we're gonna step it to the outside and go to that outside leg. So once again, what you could also do if he's expecting it, let's say I tap this, he's gonna step that leg back. This leg's now open. So once again, step to fake, this leg's open, step right by his toe, and I'm dropping, swinging, and this is where I kind of swing him forward and throw. And that's how I'm gonna get my 4 points from the outside dump. So once again, inside tie. I go to fake, he knows that Fireman's is coming, this leg is free, I'm stepping by his toe, and I'm shooting Fireman's, and we're gonna throw him right in front of us. Throw him down and get the 4 points. Once again, if you can capitalize on the fall, that's great. If not, you got the 4 points. Let's do that one more time. Inside tie, fake, throw him. And Crosby was going live there, so it works. Move number 3 is the arm throw / arm spin. I'm gonna show the arm throw because honestly, if you're in freestyle Greco, there's like a lot of slippage. Like if you try to do something and you mess up, their odds are they're gonna stand you back up. So I'll teach you the arm throw here. Same thing what we're doing, but I'm gonna say this guy, he likes to dig underhooks on me. So he's gonna underhook maybe my left side over here, underhook the left side, Now, once he gets his underhook, same thing with our Firemans, except I'm almost like hugging my elbow next to his elbow, hugging like my body like a sandwich, basically. Now, once he has this in here, all I'm gonna do is I wait for him to pressure. So maybe I pressure in, I wait for him to pressure back. Same idea, but we're flipping 180 degrees. Not 90, but 180. So he gets an underhook, I'm gonna jump and throw. So the keys of this one are, as soon as I drop, I'm already like hunched over, like I'm doing like the ab workout when you got a cable and you're doing ab crunches. It's like the same idea, except I have that arm. Once again, he gets an underhook. Notice how my head is like in this crevice. I like to have good head position here, because if he has good head position, I can't arm throw from here. This is bad luck. But if you do get in this position, let's say he has a good head position, I'm just gonna duck my head and maybe kind of circle on in. That's one little trick you can do. Now, as I jump, once again, I want my feet in between his 2 feet, like almost my knees in between his 2 feet. So we jump, I'm here. In between his 2 feet, this arm is gonna reach down to my opposite hip, and I'm throwing. Just like that. One more time on the arm throw. Opponent gets an underhook, good head position, jump, and you get the 4 points. So that was the arm throw, but now kind of just showing a variation, of course, going into the arm spin. I haven't hit a lot of arm spins in my day, but what I will share is that if the arm spin doesn't work, if you at least get a good attempt, you can still end up on top. One instance here, this is what a correct arm spin looks like. He gets an underhook, I step in, and I throw. Now that's like the perfect technique, but let's say he defends it a little bit and he doesn't roll over. So I'm here, arm spin, he's gonna flatten out and sprawl. So he flattens out and sprawls, and let's say I can't keep going over, but what I can do is I can switch my hands, reach for the far hip, and now I got my 2. So I almost see this a little bit in folk style too. I will say, maybe I'll add a clip in here, but Matty Bianchi hit the same move on me a couple times when we wrestled in freestyle. He would hit it, I kind of sprawled out there, and he would come out the back. So once again, underhook, arm spin fails, he circles out, I keep circling, and I get the takedown. Underhook, arm spin fails, he's gonna keep circling, and that's how you get a takedown. So even if, let's say you get that arm spin or arm throw, you kind of always have this idea in your back pocket as well. So if I'm the guy always shooting, sometimes you're not gonna get that perfect setup, so you're gonna get stuck there on the bottom position, front headlock kind of. So let's say wrestling Crosby, I get to a leg, sweep single, and he sprawls out. Now what I can do is, I can come out the back door, and now from here, this one's called the knapsack. So a lot of times, he likes to grab my ankles, so Crosby's gonna grab one of my ankles, tries to wrestle. I'm gonna grab his hand with my hand, and I can like put this knee up, and I'm gonna wrap this around my waist, just like this. And as I wrap, I wanna step up, and now go back over my back. And that's an easy way, maybe not easy, but it's an effective way to get 2, if not 4 points, that if you're sometimes on your feet, which can be a huge highlight reel. So once again, we're gonna shoot like a sweep single, he sprawls, hand on the mat, lift him up, see his hand, I'm gonna grab it on his wrist. If I can just get it around my waist, perfect. If not, maybe I have to step up a little bit, wrap around my waist, I can pivot, now I'm up here. And now I can roll. I'm not gonna do it to Crosby, but you guys get the idea. It's probably a little scary, but if you guys want a big highlight, if you want to get viral capabilities, the knapsack is the one for you. So one time quick. Wrestling. Boom. Now move number 5, this is another fun one. It's the basic head pinch. This is where we're gonna snap a guy down while we're standing. We're gonna get our hips in, and we're gonna toss him. So I like to do this one because I love fakes. I love like pulling him, using his head, getting him off balance. So that's the key, get him off balance. Pressure in, hit the hands, fake, snap him down into the front headlock. Now once I snap him down in the front headlock, say we fake, snap, now we have him. Now what I like to do is, for technique on this one, I want this hand that's not on his chin, it's usually the hand that's grabbing his arm, this hand is gonna go deep. And as this hand goes all the way deep, I'm gonna take a big step, and now look where my hand is. I wanna reach my hand, and I wanna have my thumb right on his jawline. Crosby's jawline is pretty sharp, so hopefully we won't cut our hand here. But regardless, we're right here. This other hand is gonna wrap around my pinky, and then I want to head in the center of my body. Now this is not comfortable for Crosby, and as soon as I lift here, his airway will be completely cut off. He won't be able to breathe. So once again, fake, snap him down, hand goes deep, Other hand grabs around, cutting off the airway, and we're rolling back. Once again, you can just let go. If you're in the middle of the mat, I suggest that's when you hold on. But if you're out of bounds, that's when you can grip it and then just rip it. Snapping down into front headlock. I want this arm to go deep. Deep. I get it right across his jawline. Step. See how I want his head to turn the opposite way. Does not feel comfortable. Now as I roll back, throw him out, and you get a quick 4 points. So it's super versatile, right? But odds are, if you're in this position, that guy knows it's coming, so you can actually just bring him down and go behind. He knows it's coming, steps down. He's gonna kind of belly out maybe a little bit if he doesn't want it. So what I can do is just get my go behind and score. So sometimes when you're thinking about high point moves, it's phenomenal, but oftentimes, you know, the basics is what's gonna win those big caliber matches. You think that'll work? Russian tie defense, hip toss. All right, this is the Russian tie hip toss defense. I just saw this the other day on Instagram, so I'll throw him from here. Let's try it. He's got a tight 2-on-1 here. I'm gonna grab my hand on his kind of forearm, and he's gonna be pressure in here. He's gonna be pressure in, that drop.
That actually was kind of good.
Actually?
Yeah.
It probably worked. But I think you have to be super close to the guy. Super, super close. And you have to be like, almost be like a jerk, how tight you're hanging on. You think that would work?
I mean,
I don't know if I've ever seen this work in a match, but
feels tight.
It feels tight. Try it on me. Oh, wait. Yes, that felt good. Especially if you have a guy probably your weight, that's gonna feel pretty tight. But that guy has to be pressuring in. Just play around with it, kind of see what happens. But regardless, I think this time of the year for people wrestling, freestyle and Greco, it's super fun. But regardless, that's the top 5 moves to get a nice 4-point throw. So if you guys enjoyed watching, please make sure to like and subscribe. Once again, new class shoes coming out. Link in the description below, coming out this Sunday. So only 100 made. See you guys next video.
Let me know if you on skate. Rolling with a gang. Totally, man, you shade. Totally with a gang.
Best of 1. Yes! What did I hit you with?
Leaving the shoes on the mat.